Hey, welcome back everybody. You're listening to Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host, it's Paul Motley, here again with another daily podcast episode for you. And today, big questions. I want to talk about goals, and it's kind of like a retrospective look at 2020, but also looking forward into 2021. So if you really want to make a difference, if you really want to change up what's happened over the last 12 months or so, then you're going to need proper goals to go at. Now, it's all very well. I mean, I could turn around and say, yeah, I want to earn $1 million next year. But, that's a goal. Okay, yep, I could do that. I could say that. But then, how's it all going to pan out? How's it going to work? Because without a plan, you can't actually achieve that. So let's say I want to break it down and think, okay, right, well, I know I'm not going to be able to hit a consistent amount each month to make that $1 million, because that works out roughly about $83,300 a month, right? So doing that straight from the get-go is probably going to be difficult. But if you break it down even further and think to yourself, okay, right, well, what else is it? I think it works out roughly, I don't know, I couldn't do the maths right now, but work it out what it is per day, right? And you think to yourself, okay, right, well, what do I need to do to achieve that? And how can I achieve that? Now, it might be that it's something which is unattainable to you right now, but the point is, you want to look at your business and think, did I really do as much as what I could have done in the last 12 months? Are there things which I skipped? Are there things which I could have done and I missed out on or didn't really put my all into? Look at that, and then look at your successes and think, okay, right, well, that month or that week or that day, I did exceptionally well. Something great happened, and find out why. Why did it happen? Because that's your clue to success going forward. Because if you can find those achievements and then repeat them on a more regular basis, that's what's going to lead to growing your business long term. So let's take an example, right? Let's say you're doing high ticket sales. Now, we've talked about the passive income versus high ticket sales before, but I'm going to talk about high ticket sales because if we were going to go for some kind of massive income goal, then high ticket sales does need to be part of it. And you think, what's it take as an affiliate to achieve a high ticket sale? Now, a lot of people right now are going over the top and really getting into organic Facebook marketing and really doing this kind of like selling one-to-one via Messenger, via Zoom, however you do it. So you think, okay, right, well, how many of those Zoom calls did I need to do? How many of those messages or conversations did I need to achieve one sale? And then think about how you managed to get them onto the Zoom or start up that conversation in the first place, and think about how you can do more of that. So let's say, for example, it takes you 5 conversations or even 10 conversations to achieve a high ticket sale. Then you need to have more conversations, right? Simple as that. If that achievement is like $1,000 commission, then obviously you need to start with more conversations, right? So think about this. You've got like a maximum of 5,000 people that you can have on your Facebook friends list. Are all those people that you've got on your Facebook friends list right now people that are likely to purchase something that you're an affiliate for, which can then lead to a sale? Right now, I know there could be thoughts out there going, oh, you shouldn't just be thinking about people as sales objects and things like that. No, you build a relationship up with them, and then the sales can come later because that's part of the relationship. Something has to be mutual. Something has to be to their advantage. So if you are going into groups and trying to cherry pick people out, then, it's not as easy as that, because people don't like to be sold to. Believe me, I've seen it recently in some groups where people are now getting pissed off because they're getting, they might ask a question in a group And then a ton of others will start sending them DMs and spamming them links, rather than taking that shift from the salesman to the advisor. And I think I posted that on my Facebook wall a couple of days back. But this is something that relates to my own business massively. For those of you who don't know, I ran my own local business for 24 years. And I remember having some sales training, and I was always one to pick up any sort of training, anything that I thought could help me develop, right? So this personal development thing isn't new. I've been, hugging on to everything pretty much that I can. Any course or concept which came along, I would dive all over because I knew it would help me further down the line. And one of the real, how can I put it? One of the most important lessons, I guess, that I learned was to stop trying to sell people. As crazy as it might seem. Now, it was a window blinds company, right? So people would call us up or they'd book an appointment over the internet. I would then go around to their either business or home, and we would discuss, right, and see what they wanted. But it wasn't as simple as that, because it wasn't like, okay, what do you want? Right? That's not a great question, because some people don't really know. So I would always try and identify a problem that they had and then offer them a solution. Now, the light bulb's going off. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, lots of people do that. It's brilliant. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. This is how we do it. This is how you can really ramp up your conversion rates. I mean, my personal conversion rate during calls like that was in the 90s, in the 90 percentile. So I knew that every 10 people that I went to see, I was going to make 9 of those sales, right? I was actually going to be better each time, going to look at the structure of the sales call itself and become the advisor. So if someone, let's say, for example, they were saying, well, we like something in our bedroom, keep getting woken up in the summer mornings, the kids are annoyed and all this sort of thing. Right, okay, what's the best solution for that? What can I say to them that is going to help solve their problem? Now, they might initially think, oh, just a blackout blind, right? But, and I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, but you'll understand why. I would show them blackout blinds, which is really a low ticket item, and I say, okay, right, well, this is effective because of this, this, and this. This is how it works. This is what you're going to do. You're going to be able to have different colours. You don't just have to have black, and it's the properties of the fabric that make it blackout and everything like that. So they can choose a different colour which suits in with their decor, so it's not too obtrusive in the room. However, with the blackout blind, the fabric's only so wide. So if you've got a window of like 100 centimetres, there's going to be a gap down the sides if it's fitted internally to the recess. And a lot of times people preferred it fitting internally anyway. There was a gap either side which let the light pour through. So what could we do? Well, we could fit it on the outside of the window, but again, that started looking ugly. Or I could offer them something else, maybe they haven't thought of. Okay, right, and I'd say, well, we do this, what we call a Roman blind, which is a fabric blind which folds up in panels, but the fabric comes almost right to the edge of the recess window itself, right? So it gives a way more coverage than a standard blackout roller blind. But they tended to be 3 or 4 times more expensive too. So what did that mean? Well, first off, we increased our profit margin, right? And it was also then more suitable for the customer. So you would get more positive feedback. You would get better referrals, which would lead to more customers and things like that. And now you need to apply those principles that I've just explained to you that worked for our business in your online business too. Because there might be someone out there which says, I don't know, maybe they want to start growing their affiliate marketing business, right? And you could say, okay, well, you could do this, you could do that, and you could do this. But there are other things which you can help them with, which will make a difference. Prime example, we always talk about having a bridge page, which is like a page which you make up, you send traffic to, and then you collect their email address to build your email, obviously list up, and then send them on to the affiliate offer that you're talking about. Now that all sounds well and good, but what if you could make the conversions on that bridge page much better? Because even great ones still only get around 40% opt-in. But what if you could increase that to 45 or 44? That's a 10% increase in your actual conversion rates, right? We're not going from 40 to 50 because that's, if you think about it, what's 10% of 40? 4. So if you can just bump those conversion rates up a little bit, you can increase your business by 10%. Now that's going to make a difference, because if you are building your business based on the $1 per email subscriber on a monthly rate, then a 10% increase is small compared to the landing page, but big for you long term. So maybe you could increase that by, and it is these small things. But then you think, okay, well, how can I increase the conversion rate? And most people are lazy. They just throw a bridge page up there. Oh, that looks okay. And send traffic. Go for it. And sending traffic could be anyway. It could be sending people personally, or it could be using paid traffic, organic traffic, anything, right? Whatever you're doing to get it there. But you could be improving on your actual bridge pages by maybe putting social proof, maybe adding some extra bonuses on there for people which relate to the offer so that they know what they're going to get. I use something called Magic Marketer, which is a social proof little pop-up. You've seen them on the other sites. That's increased my conversion rates on bridge pages by, I would say, between 10 and 15%. So if I was getting, let's say on the low side, I was getting like a 30% opt-in rate, I'm now getting a 39 to 40% opt-in rate, which is a 15% increase. And if the numbers work out and the amount of people come, all the way through, they convert to a customer afterwards, that's like giving myself a 15% pay rise. All because I started working harder and smarter on the actual bridge page itself. And I think that's quite often overlooked. Not that many people that I know even run split tests on bridge pages, which is crazy, right? Considering the difference and the impact it can make to your business going forward. Another thing to do, make more offers. Now, it was around this time last year, in fact, it might have been November time last year, one of the guys that I look up to a lot, Greg Jeffries, he posted in one of his paid groups to basically tell us to make more offers, because if you want to make more money, make more offers. It sounded really basic. It sounded almost too good to be true. And what I didn't want to do was be that guy that was making an offer to everybody every single day, right? That'd be kind of crazy, because it just didn't suit in with how I was doing things. But what I did do, I went for about a week or so, a week to 10 days I think it was, where I made a different offer every day. And what's crazy is I made more money that week than I'd made in the past 6 or 7 weeks. And it was almost like light bulbs going off, thinking, whoa, that worked. So, yeah, without getting too rambly and too much, I just want to leave that with you for Sunday. I'm going to be back again tomorrow, so make sure you do subscribe to the podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, drop a subscribe on there as well, because you're going to get notifications so you don't miss an episode, because you just never know which tiny little piece of information could be what's missing in your business right now. And that's why I say you should always listen, because this is the place where you get the good stuff, right? This is the place where you're going to get my proper business insight that I'm working on every single day. And there's one thing that a lot of mentors taught me is find someone that is doing well and do what they do until you get the same results, right? And I'm not saying I'm right at the top of the tree there, but I'm doing pretty okay. So if you want to get to that level as well, just listen, learn, and implement. All right, okay, that's me going to clock off now. I wish you all the very best, and we'll catch up with you real soon.